Hello guys, and welcome to High Cost Marketing. My name is Colin McGill. The post I have for you today, guys, is all about why you should have a website, because really the whole aim of this is to give you a small bit of, I suppose, small business advice on what you really should be doing with your small business and how you're really going to gain exposure and ultimately get customers back to your business. Because at the end of the day, without customers coming to our business, we are dead in the water. We're completely and utterly finished, to be quite honest. So it is imperative that you understand how, in this day and age, how you're going to bring more customers into your business. And that is why I believe we should have a website. It's vitally important for us as a small business owner to really start developing our website in the right way. We really do need an effective website to channel customers back to our site. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to speak about certain aspects that your website should have fulfilled, like a clear message. It should be easy to navigate. You should be looking to develop a community, and you should also understand your target audience and their demographic characteristics. So let me continue by giving this short little video. So let's discuss the website first and foremost. Guys, at the end of the day, if your website is correctly developed and correctly optimized, you have a tool that is working 24/7 for your business. No other medium can work like your website. If you keep in mind that you're on one side of the world, the other side is in a completely different time zone. So it could be daytime here, in Australia it's nighttime, or in Canada it's morning where it's afternoon where I am. I'm in Athens today, so it's 25/11. So the thing is, what I'm trying to say to you is, we will only, as a human, you're only going to work so many hours. All the other platforms are only going to work so many hours. But with a website, it's World Wide Web, it's working 24/7. So therefore it is in your interest to really start promoting your business. Now you're going to say to me, if I'm a local business, what will that, I really only want to target locally. Well, you may want to target locally, but also, guys, you must understand, let's say you're a tourism industry. You really want to be targeting your visitors from abroad. You could be a bed and breakfast, you could be a hotel, you could be a tour operator, etc. So you can understand it's vitally important that your website is optimized correctly. You could be just a local bakery, but the thing is, if you optimize your site correctly, you're going to be performing for a local search. And equally, people are going to be looking for you all over the world. Let's say you're a restaurant and people are coming on holidays. So you see where I'm going with this. It's vitally important that you start creating an effective website for your business. Now, I'm not going to rant on. I'm going to continue on with the couple of headings I've here in my post. And the first one is clear message. It is imperative that you send out a clear message, guys. You really have to be informative and educational. And you really have to be to the point and really hit your audience from the get-go. When they come, they have to understand, the minute they hit your homepage, they have to understand what you are. And hopefully you're answering the questions they are looking for. And if you have optimized correctly, you are, because you're showing up in the organic search, and Google has the algorithms in place to make sure that only the best are coming on the top page, or in the first page, in the top ranking. So definitely, you really have to send a clear message. Also, guys, you have to understand that when someone comes to your website first, they're going to browse around. You have to take them by the hand and be able to really show them where you want to go. And keep in mind, they will come back at least 7 times before the purchase. So why it's important to have a clear message is when they land, they know exactly this is the right place to be. In comparison, if you haven't your website structured correctly and the information in the correct places, they may get confused and they may bounce off. And then you're going to have a high bounce rate, which is going to have other ramifications, which I won't get into, but you really want to keep your bounce rate as low as possible to send credible signals to the search engine. Now, the next thing is navigation. I see all too often websites by small and local businesses are very poorly, it's very hard to navigate them. And what I mean by navigate them is the pages are not linked together. Let's say if you have material that's relevant to each other, you have to link them, because when people come to your site, they stay on your site. You have to grab them by the hand, guys. You have to take them by the hand and lead them where you want them to go. And how you do this is setting up the navigation of your site correctly through internal linking, through putting the correct pages and sub pages, etc. Because all too often what happens is we might have fantastic information on our site, but we fail to link it correctly and take the potential customer by the hand and lead them directly where we want them to go. And then we lose a potential customer. All because, not because we hadn't the content, because we hadn't it easily navigable for the particular user. Okay? So the next issue I'm going to speak about today is you have to start thinking about creating a community, guys, creating a following. How you do this is you can have a forum on your website, or you could also integrate your social media platforms correctly, the likes of your Facebook, your Twitter, your Google+, where people can follow you and press share and like your material. And also, once they're going to like and follow you, they're going directly into your Facebook group or your Twitter or your Google+. And what happens then is you're obviously creating a little community within your business page, or what I have done as well is I have a little online marketing help for small business group on Facebook, where I have my own community and I'm posting up material which helps small business owners and gives them loads of quality information on what they should be doing, much like this video today. So it's really, really important, and what that does for you, you create a following in a group, and you can imagine people are sharing your material, they're recommending you via their social media platforms, and equally they just might be meeting their friend for a coffee and they suggest that, their friend might say, I'm looking to do a website or something, or online marketing, and the other friend is going to say, well, actually I'm in Colin McGill's group, it's very informative, blah blah blah. So you see, you can do the same irrespective of what industry you're in, guys. So it's very, very important that you start thinking about creating a community as well. Now, I know I'm giving you a lot of information here, but you need this information because all too often, you, the small business owner, what's happening is you're creating a generic website, you're not optimizing it, you're not integrating social media, and therefore you really are not really getting found, your website is not performing, and you're basically a shop in the wilderness, as I said before. You have all the I suppose the products, however no one is passing. So therefore you're going to fail. Simple as that. So that's why it's very important to start understanding what I'm saying today, guys. And obviously you can go to my personal blog at colinmcgill.com and my business at highcoastmarketing.com, and there's loads of information. You can equally join me on the groups, my Facebook group, which is Online Marketing for Small Business, and you can like my Colin McGill page or my High Coast Marketing page, and you can equally follow me on all the different social media platforms, guys. It's all on the website, so I won't go listing them out. The next thing I'm going to speak about is target audience. You really have to understand your target audience. You have to know who you're focusing in on, their gender, their education, location, and this all helps you to build a website that your user is going to enjoy. So I really think you should have your ideal customer in your mind, guys, because you have to start getting into the mindset of your customers, because it's not about designing things for yourself. You're not selling to yourself, you're selling to your customers. So you have to get into their minds. So really start understanding your target audience. Okay? So now the next part of this post is actually to discuss why we should have a website. And first and foremost, to establish a strong online presence, guys. A solid online presence. Because your website is central to all you do online. So your social media radiates out from there. So it's vitally important that you are optimizing your site correctly, you're adding fresh content on a regular basis, and you're sharing it across other platforms. What this does, it broadens your marketing net and it increases the potential of you getting found online, and therefore grabbing potential customers back and bringing them back onto your main platform, which is your website, and therefore hopefully converting them into customers and repeat business, etc. So again, that is why it's very important, and it has a load of potential for you, the small business owner, to create that online presence. Another thing, of course, is for us in small business, it's vitally important is cost-effective marketing, guys, because we all know, as a small business owner, local business owner, we are, I suppose, our hands are tied by financial constraints because we don't have big budgets, and therefore we really have to start investing in ourselves and our own education about online marketing, because it is through this medium that we can create the online presence. Look, a simple example is I'm here with you today. I'm shooting this video. Here I'm sitting in an apartment with my little webcam, and that's it. It's nothing special, but I'm getting my point across, and I'm giving you a direct presentation. You can see I'm real, etc., etc. Now all I have to do is spend 10 or 15 minutes, however long I'm going to give this little presentation, and then I'm going to upload it on YouTube. So let's say within a half an hour I've uploaded it, and I'm going to share it on my blog on all the different platforms. Now that's there for life, guys. And if I have it keyworded correctly, people are going to see it, they're going to like it, they're going to share it. Hopefully you like the video today, you'll give a comment, maybe you'll share it, you'll plus it, wherever, whatever medium you're on. But it's free. It's free, guys, and it's there forever. That's the important thing. So that is why having a website, using social media, creating content correctly is so cost effective. As you can imagine, if you place an ad in a radio, magazine, etc., 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 you have to pay, and there's a time limit. That's it. Simple as that. Equally, you cannot be as targeted as you can be here online. Okay? Now the next thing is, you have to build relationships with your customers, guys. It's vitally important that you start engaging with your customers. How you build your relationships with customers is through, I suppose, giving presentations like this, like I'm giving to you today. Even though I haven't met you yet, you are, I suppose, forming an opinion whether it's good or bad of me. But the thing is, I'm credible with you. You can see that I'm a real person. There's no BS. I'm speaking directly to you, and I'm giving you the information, and hopefully it's of value to you. Therefore, I'm building credibility and trust. Equally, you may give a comment underneath this video. You may give a comment in my group or my other social media platforms, and I will engage with you. Therefore, the relationship starts. And I suppose that's why video is such a powerful tool. Is you will have felt you have met me already, and therefore, I suppose, the ice is well and truly broke. So it is imperative for you to start engaging. I know a lot of small business owners, because I've been working with for almost a year and a half now, almost 2 years actually, with small business owners, and I have seen that many small business owners that fail to engage on social media platforms, which is a mistake, guys. It is a big mistake. Now, the last thing I have to speak about is make sure you gather, the second last thing, you have to gather information. And what I mean by that, you have to get the details of your potential customers. So therefore you have to have opt-in forms, you have to promote contact forms, and you also have to give free information and something in return, because people don't just pop in their email without any reason. You really have to give them, I suppose, a reason to compel them or motivate them to share their details with you. But the thing is, you're building the list then, and therefore that's why you're building your relationship. And as they all say, the money is in the list, and that's true, guys, because it is through the list. People have expressed, I suppose, interest in what you're doing by giving you their details. Therefore, you have to offer something in return, and then from there on, you're going to be engaging with them on a regular basis via email marketing. Okay? Now, the last thing I really want to push home, I suppose, is about your website. Your website, as I said before, is basically a 24-hour sales machine if you optimize it correctly and you put the correct strategies in place. Because, as I have said, you can be one side of the world, your customer can be the other side of the world, but your website is interacting and engaging with them through your material, your videos, your etc., etc., etc. So that's it, guys. I went on a bit today, but I hope that I've got my point across that it really is essential to have an effective website. Now, I will be giving other little, I suppose, video presentations on small business marketing advice. Equally, why not drop a comment underneath this particular video, or link back to there will be a link that'll take you back to my website. So irrespective of what platform you're on, the link may be above, below, left or right. Make sure you get in contact with me if you have any questions, and feel free to join my Facebook group, which is Online Marketing Help for Small Business, guys. And from there you will get loads and loads of information. Also, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel at Colin McGill, and take it from there. So I look forward to speaking with you. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope I have opened your eyes, the small business owner. I know many of you out there have websites, but to be quite honest with you, they are not optimized and they're not integrated correctly, and they're not creating that online presence for your business to help you expand and develop. So that's it from me. I hope to see you on the next post, and I hope you've enjoyed this one. Thank you, guys.